Hi everybody, welcome to the Twin Flame Energies of February 2024, but relevant anytime you're watching this. This is specifically for the Patreon Twin Flame group, and I felt prompted to do this in this timing because I'm feeling it's connected to the Aquarius new moon tomorrow. I've also, it's Valentine's Day coming up, which is nothing to do with twin flames, but there's been a lot of love energy and all the things that brings up around partnership, what it was historically, what it is today, how we celebrate it, why we celebrate it, how we connect on multi-dimensional levels. And I've also had a lot of twin flame stuff going on. So this figurine that I did some time ago had a lot of twin flame work, and it's about the third energy and the masculine in that, the white, the masculine there has been really speaking to me. I've also had several divine masculines reaching out, not necessarily knowing why. So I know that they're needing to connect on the higher levels, and that's expressing through them reaching out without them really knowing why. And that's because we need to bring some codes in. They need to connect with the feminine, and that also of course is relevant to needing the divine masculine aspect of ourselves, needing to connect to our divine feminine. So the masculine is this horizontal, they're at the day-to-day level, working at the horizontal, working across daily life and grounding everything into daily life. And the vertical is the feminine, so we're pulling in the energies, we're pulling in the inspiration and the ideas and transferring it into the masculine. And these are of course aspects of ourselves. So these 4 cards are what's going on for the masculine, and these 3 are the feminine, and this one, and that's where she connects to the masculine, and this one is the action card, what we're going to work with. So the energies we're going to bring in to help facilitate this process, help move forward in the ascension process, in the twin flame journey. So I've been working on these little clay bowls, little trinket dishes for crystals or jewelry or whatever you want to put in there. They're full of codes and they charge up whatever goes in them. They wanted to be placed in this geometric pattern on my energy portal. I have crystals under the table in order to receive these codes, and they wanted to be part of this reading to receive more codes. So that's why they're there. The light codes that are already in it are energizing the reading and what we're going to bring through. They're holding a space for that, and then they're going to receive additional codes through what we bring through. And these candles, they feel connected to some dragon energy that came through, which I've done another transmission for, almost like the fire that the dragon is breathing, but in the form of love, transformative love, powerful transformative love. So it's like the fire comes down, it came down through the spine in the reading, and this feels like the center of that, the spine, the central pillar, and then comes up and out through the 2 individual bodies. So it comes in through the third energy and out through the individual bodies. So that's what they're representing there. So I'm being taken to this one. This is the masculine, what the masculine's going through, or our divine masculine in ourselves. I'm not happy. Karma, behaviors, people, and or situations is playing a role in what's happening with me, and it's hard for me to see a way out. So if he's having trouble because he's so grounded and not as aware of the connection as the feminine is, then it's hard from that place to deal with the situations in his life and the karma that he's working through if he's not connected to that vertical pillar. So he's struggling a bit with that and then reaching out. Remember, this can also be an internal process. To deal with this, there needs to be that connection to that love, that third energy, that feminine energy of inspiration, accessing that wisdom to come in to reorganize what's happening on the ground in the day-to-day relationships, the challenges he's facing, and the energies he's trying to clear as part of his role in the bigger picture of what his soul is trying to achieve here, which is going to help him ascend on his ascension pathway. So we're going to this one now. I don't feel deserving, and it's affecting my levels of abundance and openness. So again, this is another pattern that he is here to shift, that he's actively working on, and this one is underlying this one. So with a feeling of not feeling deserving, it's really hard to then receive not just abundance, money, the resources you need to do your day-to-day life, but also to receive that love, to receive that twin flame, to receive that third energy if you don't feel like you deserve it. So this is the underlying pattern that needs to be cleared, is this deservedness. So the deservedness enables you to receive the energy from the central pillar, which then enables you to reorganize from a higher level the karma, to really receive that dragon's breath, that dragon's fire that was coming through, because that clears the karma, that clears the blockages, and creates the way for that receiving to come in. You can receive once all of those karma and patterns are cleared. So when I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. And this is what we're talking about. The way that he can connect to the central pillar of the third energy, of the higher wisdom, of the inspiration, of the love, is through connecting to his divine feminine. And if his perception and visibility of what he can feel and see is kind of down in the 3D, in the lower paradigm, in the physical world, then the way he connects to that is through his divine feminine counterpart, the person that he knows is connected to that is specifically for him connected to that. And I love this light here. So if you're finding your divine masculines reaching out and they don't know why, it's because they need to connect to this, and they're doing that through you. What they need to do, of course, is to be able to do it through them, but it's good that they, like, directly through themselves. But what is good is that they're realizing that they're connected to you in that way, and that opens their heart. And when their heart opens, that's when they can access that. It's something intangible for them. So it's actually coming from the connection itself, on that level, and they're experiencing that as thoughts of you, thoughts of the feminine counterpart. If we're talking about this within ourselves and where we identify as the feminine, then we can see this as like when I connect to the feminine part of myself that's inspired, that is connected to the divine union, to the connection where the feminine and the masculine are unified, and there is that divine flow from heaven into earth through us. That's when in my day-to-day life the way becomes clear and the magical solutions just come in, and the synchronicities, and that flow moves through everything in the 3D physical world. So then here we've got, I've been so grounded all my life, it's hard for me to trust the spiritual element of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. For the masculine counterpart, you know, they've certainly been very much programmed into, you know, capitalist society, really, where it's all about making the money, being the provider, being the masculine, not crying, you know. I don't need to really speak about that, we all know. But so has the feminine, and I feel that that's why this is the connecting point here, where we've been programmed into what our roles are in day-to-day life as masculine and feminine, but with an emphasis on the patriarchy, on the masculine ways of being, you know, to survive in a corporate world or in a job, the feminine often needs to take on those masculine traits and masculine characteristics of logic and strategy and ladder climbing and all of that kind of thing. If they want to go anywhere in their job and make money and yeah, so so that's the connecting card that is going to receive those energies. This is what we need to elevate to a higher level, to a higher vibration, to ascend the love and relationship templates and progress on the twin flame journey. So at the top here we have the ship. So this is what's coming in at the highest level, the highest dimensional level on the feminine side, is a ship, going places, adventure, vehicle, vacation, trip, enterprise, movement with the wind, swift travel overseas. This can be physical travel, of course, but I feel it's also metaphorical and emotional and spiritual travel. I've experienced a lot of things going on the other levels, connections with guides and dragons and angels and teachers and all sorts of things. Also twin flame connections on the astral. So but also there's this energy coming in that's moving us forward at this time, moving us forward on our path, moving us into new waters, into things that we maybe haven't explored or done before, seeing things differently, bringing in new energies, creating new things, new starts. And of course we've got the Aquarius new moon tomorrow as well, which is new beginnings. But throughout so many of the transmissions over these last few months, it's all been about clearing out the old and moving forward at a higher level. And I think this is just that movement. And there's been that sense of like a divine wind moving through, a divine current, a divine flow carrying you in the direction that you're going on new timelines. And I feel that this is really just showing like the wind is in your sails. You're being pushed forward in new directions, into new things that may be out of your comfort zone. And that may make this masculine level of how that plays out on the day-to-day a bit scary if it's new things that you haven't done before. You've got to learn, and you've got to explore to find your way. But divine wind, and I believe the divine wind of the third energy is in your sails, moving the feminine and the masculine forward. And that's why all this needs to come up on the masculine side of both counterparts, to clear, so that that wind in the sails isn't pushing you through rocky, turbulent waters. So the owl is the next level down from that wind pushing you forward. Sees through the facade, secrets lifted, insights wise, aware, observant, explore the unknown, knows what's going on. So this is really perceiving and seeing clearly what's going on the ground, where it's coming from, that you're being pushed forward, and this is clearing things out. And then being able to adjust your sails, I'm hearing adjust your sails accordingly. So you're steering the ship, the wind's in your sails, but you are steering the ship with your consciousness, by being conscious and observant of what's going on around you, what's coming up around you, what are the indicators showing you, running that through your energetic filters and saying, oh, okay, no, that's karmic, that's self-sabotage, no, that feels like divine guidance, really feeling that within yourself, and then steering and adjusting your sails accordingly. So this one here, Uranus is a star of astrology at the moment, because it's bringing in those big life changes that if we haven't chosen them, they're kind of a bit forced upon us. But these hopefully are positive changes, bringing in opportunity, giving the opportunity to jump in, harnessing those parts of yourself that are the adventurer, like in this card, that's willing to take risks, that's willing to start something new, that wants to go for it, that wants to innovate, do it differently. Trust the universe, trust where it's taking you, and with consciousness and discernment, like jump in, because you're being supported. You've got everything going for you. The astrology and the universe has created the perfect storm. The perfect storm I just got. So the perfect storm that carries you. And so what I'm seeing is Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz being carried by the storm to a magical land of new adventures where everything's different and new. And yeah, it's like a whole set of physics, a whole different set of physics, like there's magic there and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, jump in, it's happening for a reason. All these changes are important, and it's not just happening to you. You are part of a unity. It's happening through the unity, and you're the connector between what's coming in and how it's being expressed down in the real world in both of your lives. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to harness the energy, bring the energy. This is the action card. So this is tracks, steady forward movement, one way, go the distance, direct route, autopilot, traveling, I think I can, on track, focal point. So again, this forward movement, this very strong track, like you can't get off those railway tracks. Once you're on them, you go in the one direction. There's no distractions. It's focused. It's forward. I mean, yeah, it's so focused. So I'm seeing again that dragon energy coming in and coming out through both vessels, that the vessels have been cleared out of the karma and the energies that are slowing things down, and it's full steam ahead. It's full steam ahead in the focused direction that's guided by your divine flow, your conscious discernment, and your conscious decision on the direction you channel that energy. The universe supporting change and bringing you opportunities. And yeah, moving forward full steam ahead. So here we go. Atatatita kakatatita kakakato koko. Akatatita kakatatita kakakato. Akatatita tatatita kakakato koko ata akakaka. Well, what I'm feeling is that you guys have been receiving those energies all the way through. So we're going to just focus on the owl now. Oh. Right, so I'm feeling those codes drop right in, even down the spine, down through the legs, through the cells of the body. It feels all tingly, down the feet into the ground. And I'm just being shown that the owl's head is kind of like, the face is love heart shaped, just like the figurine. So then what I need to tell you about the figurine is that these two, they're connected. They're two circles of their arms, right? And their hearts are on another dimension, unified. So you can't see them because they're in a higher dimension. This is an infinity sign because they're looped. But their faces in the love heart shape is obviously unified love, but they're connected to the cosmic heart and the cosmic sky beyond that. So their perception is from another dimension. They're seeing through the same window of another dimension, bringing those energies together as one. And you can see this spiral, this DNA spiral, bringing it down into physical reality. And then underneath their footprint is a heart shape. So they're bringing that love and that heart down into this 3D reality, this horizontal plane. So I'm being shown now these love hearts here, the two different vessels, the ones on the ground is like the footprint of the twin flame, third energy within them on the ground in their day-to-day life. And that's taking me to this one. When I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. So just by referencing the connection, the higher connection, the spiritual connection, your heart's open and you access that higher love, that cosmic dimension, the love that comes through there. Right, really feeling that in the base chakra now. So I'm feeling those energies channel into the base chakra. The red base chakra. And now what I'm feeling is like these love hearts, that energy moving out through the energy field, out through the crown, out through the third eye, out into the energy field, and it existing, those light codes of love, cosmic divine love, existing in your energy field now, down on the ground in both of you, both the masculine and the feminine, and the masculine feminine aspects of self grounded into the earth grids in your energy field, affecting everything you do, clearing, altering, reorganizing all of these patterns, the unconscious undeservedness, the karmic situations, any blockages to connecting with the spiritual elements of the connection, or the physical elements because of that disconnection. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That was beautiful. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Make sure that you rest, drink a lot of water, listen to your body, eat and drink enough and what you need and when you need. And yeah, just pay attention to those subtle signs that are guiding you and that you're noticing. Don't suppress them or ignore them. Pay attention to them. Let them guide you as indicators of what's going on so that you can adjust your sails. Blessings, everyone.